meaning at all. When John's wife was in high school, she had a blinding light revelation that everyone was too concerned about herself to worry about many insecurities that preoccupied her mind. This awareness dramatically improved her quality of life. John Green's life and perspective. In the following points, I will talk about John Green's life and perspective, how he gets his ideas, and why he writes. Let's start off with John Green's life and perspective, Alabama Literature, map paragraph 1. Born August 24th, 1977, Indianapolis, Indiana. His name is John Michael Green. His wife name is Sarah. He has a son and daughter, which name is Henry and Alice. Books are so special and rare, and you yourself have advertised your affection for feelings that like betrayal. Until the age 10, John Green was convinced he was the only human on the planet of aliens. He was later, as he discovered books, to begin reading stories about other humans that were living lives very much like his own. He compared his life as being the only human being in a world of aliens to all the books he read. This helped him become one with himself. Since we talked about John Green's life, how about we talk about how he gets his ideas? Ways John Green gets his ideas. U.S. Today and Vogue magazine, paragraph 1. Examples of his life is that he was an awkward child. He was always picked on for the way he looked. Then he finally found hope in books, and that made him want to write books. You gave me forever within a number of days, and I'm grateful. This is from the book Fault in Our Stars. This book is actually written and based off of this girl named Esther Earl. John met this young girl at the Star Wars convention in 2009. He wanted everybody to know how it was to live with cancer. Soon after that, on her 16th birthday, she died. So he helped them publish all her writings. So in January 2008-2014, they were published. We found out how he gets his ideas, but what about the reasons for his books? Now he's writing books that change the outlook of his readers as well as himself. In some of his books, he loves to capture the target audience and attention. It's for all ages. People at all ages can relate themselves to each of his books. Some of his famous books are Fault in Our Stars or Looking for Alaska. It has been the right amount of scenic description, which many books cannot achieve. The intensity and emotion that he puts in each of his pages that he writes in the books create beautiful descriptions that everybody can actually picture something going on in that scene. Fault in Our Stars. Esther Earl's mom read the book and felt that the book was written about her daughter. Exactly. But the more she read it, the more she realized that John actually got every description of having thyroid cancer down to a point. And then Looking for Alaska. It is a serious, thoughtful, and painful reading since it talks about suicide. Alaska. She is so upset with her family situation. Her mom died when she was younger, and she was the only one in the house, and she did not know what to do. Her mom ended up dying because of her. Then, later on in the book, she forgets an important event that causes her to end up getting in a car accident. It's hard. It shows how hard it is that when your friend dies, and it deals with all the emotions that are built up in you. John Green's life in our perspective. This speech we talked about what his life is like, our perspective of why he writes the books, the reasons why he writes the books, how he gets his ideas, how he based one of his books actually off of a young girl's life. And then we talked about some of the books that he actually wrote and how it's affected a lot of people. People can relate to it no matter what. By reading a John Green's book,